Hey everyone, it's Jackie and I'm back with another process video. This one's a little shorter than I normally do. It's 5 minutes instead of 15, so leave me a note in the comments if you like this better, and I'll change as you guys like it. So this is the journal I'm working in. It's like a little journal that I got at Papyrus, and it's got this handmade paper in it. And you can see I'm way behind, so I just leave myself post-it notes to remind me of what goes on each page. And this page is going to be about my mom's visit for Thanksgiving. So I started off with some distress ink. I think it's cracked pistachio is the color. And then I'm just using this Hero Art stencil. And I love these stencils because they stick to the paper, but they don't wreck it. So you can restick them as many times as you want. So I just hold my photo up because I know where it's going to go. And I sort of just distress ink around it and then just put it, another corner. And then I think that's just a nice way to add a pop of color to the page. Then I use my Sakura Pigma FB, stands for fine brush pen. It's a Food no Suke style pen. And it's my favorite one. And I'm just writing out Thanksgiving weekend because I know I've got a lot to put on the page. I don't want to take up too much. I'm just doing a small title. And I sped this way up. I want you to know, when I do this writing, it takes me a while. I think this is at 4 times speed. So I do form my letters really carefully, thick on the downstrokes, thin on the upstrokes. And so I just wrote a Thanksgiving weekend, and then I just grab a Tumble brush marker, and I'm just writing Mom's in Town. Normally I use my Ecoline brush markers for this, but this particular paper, for some reason the Ecolines, because they're so juicy, they feather out on the paper, so I thought Tumble would work better because it's a little bit drier. And I was right, it did. And then I realized Mom's in Town is not going to fit in nice brush script, so then I just write in tiny little letters in the middle, and I think it looks cool. It adds a little interest, and it makes my title fit, so that's the important thing. As a lefty, I find those up flicks at the end are tricky, so I usually come at them from right to left. Like I'll draw my letter, and then I'll use a separate stroke to do the little flick at the end. So there you can see it. And then I just decide I want to outline it anyway, even though it hasn't really feathered. I want it to stand out a little bit. So I grab my, this is a Faber-Castell Echo Fineliner, I think in 0.1. It's just a waterproof Fineliner. I have like 10 different brands. This is just the one I'm using today. They're all pretty much the same. I don't know why I need so many of them. And then I just outline the letters, and that's a little boring, so I sped that way up for you too. But I'm just loving the combination here of the cracked pistachio color and the fuchsia. It's a combination that I really love. When I'm way behind like this, I had like 5 or 6 pages to do, I usually do my pages pretty quickly, and this one's no exception. So I spent a lot of time on the title, but I didn't really spend much time on the page otherwise. So there, it's all done, and then I think, well, you know what, I'm a little excited and there's room, so I'm going to put in an exclamation mark. So back to the marker and back to the pen. And then the next stage is going to be to add my photo to the page. As you can see, it fits right there, and I'm just trying to decide which washi tape matches the color better, and I decided to go with the thin one. It's from Amy Tangerine, and I put down some black washi tape too, but that footage disappeared, so I think you guys get how that works. And then I just use some sparkle tape because I find by using the fuchsia at the top and the bottom of the page, it kind of pulls the colors together. And I have this sheet of Simple Stories Mother's Day stickers. They're all mom themed, and I bought it because I wanted the fuchsia alphabet, but I thought this is a great chance to use it since that's a picture of my mom and my sister at brunch. And so I just picked a sticker that said best mom ever because it matched the ink that I used, and she is the best mom ever. Hi, Mom. And then I just think I need like a little die cut or something, so I just go through my die cut stash, and these are all the die cuts I have. I don't have very many. I used to keep them from different collections and that sort of thing, but now I just have one little, I don't find I use them as much as I used to, so I just have one little container. So I picked this Chamel, like carnations, I think they are, some kind of flower. And I stick that down using my tape runners. I get my tape runners at Dollarama. They cost me $1.50, and they work as well as any other tape runner I've ever used, so I think that's good. And I think that's pretty much all there was to this page. I don't think I did much more. Oh yeah, I guess I used my date stamp. So I'll show you how I use these, because what I normally do is I obviously set the date first. I only ink up half of it and stamp my date, and then I kind of stamp that off to get any extra ink off, and then I ink the other half. And that way I can put the sentiment that's on it. This time I picked Big Day. I can put it on top instead of using like a line across. I can fill a more rectangular, like a taller space. And I like that. And that's how my photo looks. And then all that's left to do is the writing. And I thought I wouldn't make you guys sit through that for once. So I'll just show you the photos at the end. here it is done. Such a simple page. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think.